have like 2 stretch marks on my armpits, which that makes no sense to me. Hi guys, it's Jasmine. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the joys of the first trimester of pregnancy. If you saw my last, I think by the time this is uploaded, this will be my back video. That makes sense. Just look on my channel if you haven't seen my pregnancy announcement video. Holy shit, I'm so out of breath. But anyways, today I am 13 weeks and 4 days pregnant, which I think is technically the start of the second trimester. I thought it'd be really interesting to share my experience in the first trimester because this bitch has gone through it twice, okay? Like, the worst parts of pregnancy, well, I can't say that because it's the only part I've been through, but one of the harder parts of pregnancy is getting through that beginning period of the uncertainty, and this is when normally people keep it quiet that they're expecting. Oh my gosh, sorry if I'm like panting throughout this whole video. Shortness of breath is definitely on the list of things that suck about the first trimester. Yeah, I just said I'm in the second, but I'm still experiencing shortness of breath, and I probably will be for the next 6 months. Yay. I just really quickly want to preface this video by saying this is just purely my experience in this pregnancy. This is my second pregnancy, but my first baby. And everybody is different, and every pregnancy is different, so who knows, like in another pregnancy I can have like a completely different experience, so I wouldn't take this as like the norm. I hope that made sense. So let's just get right into it. So I made a list. It's pretty long. So I didn't actually experience anything before I took a test because I took it super early and was not expecting a positive. Because I thought it was so early, I was purely just taking it so I can drink, and I got a positive, so I couldn't drink. That gave me like a really short amount of time to experience anything at all. So pretty much after, my first symptoms are fatigue and nausea, and also like a heightened sense of smell, which is really unusual for me because normally I can't smell anything, like, or maybe I just don't breathe through my nose very much, I don't know. So to have a heightened sense of smell and to be disgusted by every trash can, fish market, every, like, you know, unpleasant smell is like really, it really like hits me like a ton of bricks because I'm not used to smelling stuff. So that sucks. And then that kind of like activates my nausea even more. And on top of that, like, I don't really throw up either. Besides the time I was like super blackout drunk, I don't throw up. Not anymore, bitch. Pregnancy changed that. I was like projectile vomiting. Anyways, the fatigue is so real. Like, I will literally sleep 10 hours at night, and then of course like with breaks to pee, and then I was like literally just lay in bed all day with like naps in between. Luckily I don't have a day job right now, so I can do that. Props to all the working pregnant ladies out there because I don't know how you do it. I would literally be sleeping at work if I had a job. So good thing I don't have a job. And next is kind of related to nausea is gagging, which I know is disgusting. When I like feel the urge, but I'm like trying not to throw up because it's just like really gross to me and it doesn't come naturally to me. Like, it really freaks me out and I don't like throwing up. So I'll literally just sit here and be like literally gagging, like ugh, ugh. And sometimes Shoto will literally, like, it'll be like dead quiet and I'll just be like ugh. And it's like the most disgusting sound ever, and Shoto will literally just be like, "You good?" And I'm like, no. But that's my life. And for some reason, having a stuffy nose or like anything like blocking my airway makes me gag even more, which is really unfortunate because when you're pregnant, your immune system gets weaker, so you just feel like every symptom harder than you normally would. So if I have a little bit of a stuffy nose, it's like dramatic, you know? Anyways, the next thing is super tender and swollen boobs. Like, my boobs got so big and it hurt so bad. It literally felt like 2 rocks on my chest. I'm like grabbing my boobs. 2 rocks on my chest, and it was so uncomfortable. Like, I couldn't find a position to sleep because even if it was like barely touching anything, it would hurt so much. And like even hugs and stuff, I'm like, oh my god, don't touch me because it hurts so bad. Even just like the air, breeze touches it, I'm like, no. So that's great. But I mean, it does look really good for like cleavage and stuff, but I don't know if that's worth like the pain, you know? But free boob job. Okay, and then the next thing is peeing every 2 seconds. Like, that is not an exaggeration. For some reason, like, even when your baby is like tiny, your bladder gets like, well, my bladder literally got to the size of a pea. Pee. And like literally I would have to pee so bad, and then I'd go to the bathroom and like literally I had like nothing in my bladder. It's the most inconvenient, annoying thing ever, and it happens like every 2 seconds. I feel like it's happening less now, but yeah, in the beginning for sure, I had to wake up like twice a night to pee, which was not ideal because I was already super tired and like getting really bad quality of sleep, so yeah. Next is bloating, which really sucks. I know some women don't bloat, which if that's you, like, I hate you, but also I'm really jealous of you, but also like you're blessed. Like, thank the Lord Jesus, because bloating sucks so much. Like, in this beginning stage, especially because I went through a miscarriage, I think we were really careful about like keeping things private and like not sharing the news that we're pregnant too early. So it's really hard to like hide that. And I don't know, I just felt like really self-conscious about it because I knew that my baby was like literally the size of like, I don't know, a freaking cherry or like a blueberry. So it doesn't make sense that my stomach is that bloated, but I mean, it's all just hormones, water retention, like, ew, gas, like, ew. Or like, I don't know, there's lots of reasons why you can bloat, but for me, that was just like a really unpleasant symptom. And yeah. So if you look on my Instagram, literally I'm either posting like all throwbacks or like cropped photos. Like, I don't show my stomach. Okay, next is shortness of breath. Now, I kind of touched on it in the beginning. For some reason, like literally everything gets me winded. Like, even just having a conversation, I'm like running out of breath. Then I have to like take pauses to like breathe, and Shota laughs at me so much because like I'm literally, even if we're just like laying down, you know, watching TV, I'm like heavy breathing. I'm like because I just can't fucking breathe. I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, I know my lungs aren't being like crushed yet, so I don't know what's happening. I know it's normal, so like nothing to be like concerned about, but it's just really weird. Even like walking up the flight of stairs gets me like I need to sit down. I'm like, oh my god, that was so much exercise, even though it's like really not, and I'm just like really out of shape or something. Next is being super hormonal and emotional, which is embarrassing because literally, okay, not even exaggerating, sometimes I'll like read something. I have this app for like pregnant people to talk about like whatever, and this woman was talking about how her husband cheated, and I got so mad and I was like so annoyed at Shota, and like he didn't do anything, but her story was just so in detail, and just like I was really like immersed in the story that when I saw Shota, I was like, how dare you be part of that human race. Okay, male isn't a race, but you know what I mean. And then I was like, wait, this is so stupid. Like, he literally didn't do anything. I have to check myself regularly. And then on the flip hand, the other day, Shota said like, okay, so we were talking about how like he can never say no to me. And then he was like, it's just because I love you too much. And I started bawling my eyes out, and I was like, that is so nice. And he was just laughing at me, you guys, like so rude, and I was just like crying and laughing at the same time, and I just couldn't stop. It was the weirdest thing ever. Oh my god, I literally almost threw up right now. Anyways, it was like the weirdest thing ever, and I sometimes feel like I'm two people, because like logically I'm like either like this is stupid or don't get mad, or like this is nothing to cry about, but then on the other hand I'm like already bawling. It's the weirdest thing ever. Don't watch sad movies when you're in your first trimester, or maybe throughout your whole pregnancy, because literally I watched a show about this girl who had cancer, and I was literally crying every single episode, and it was the most embarrassing thing when I'm sitting here trying to watch my show, you know, silently weeping by myself, and Shota's freaking playing Xbox, and every 2 seconds he'll turn around and look at me just like weeping, and it's so embarrassing. I'm like, don't look at me. It's embarrassing, guys. And then also, something really weird for me is being super picky about what I want to eat. In the beginning, it was like I could eat fine. I was just like having really strong cravings, like random stuff like pizza. Nothing healthy. Nothing ever healthy. And then lately, like the 12 to 13 week mark, I don't know what happened, but I just completely lost my appetite and nothing sounded good. And like even eating just like the smallest portion of something, like I couldn't even finish like a bagel. Like I don't know what happened. It was really weird. And even like with all my cravings and stuff, like I actually lost a couple pounds. So it's the weirdest thing ever. Maybe my body just has enough fat for my baby and my baby's like, stop eating. Maybe. Speaking of like super picky eating, it's like the randomest thing ever, because yesterday I was craving a Caesar salad like so badly and I finished 3.5 servings of it by myself, which is like, who does that? And also that's the only thing I eat for dinner, which even more, who does that? Like who am I? I don't eat salads for dinner. Like anyway, it's weird. I don't know what pregnancy is doing to me. I'm a different person. I eat salads for dinner now, I guess. Another really weird thing is that sleeping on my back is like the most comfortable position now, which is really weird because I've never been a back sleeper. I always sleep on my side or on my stomach was like the most comfortable position. But now, even though like I don't have like too much of a belly, it just feels like really gross to sleep on my stomach. Like I don't know what it makes me feel sick. Maybe my baby is like, you're squishing me, I'm gonna make you feel like throwing up, so thanks. Another really weird thing is I've had super dry skin. Like I'm wearing makeup right now, so it looks a lot better than like if I take it off, but here and like literally the randomest patch here and my eyelids were so dry. Like I had to put this like heavy face cream moisturizer on my face like multiple times a day and it was still dry, which to compare, like normally I just have to put that on like once at night and then it's like super like moisturized, so to have to put it on like 4 times and then for it to still be like really flaky and gross. Like I don't know if you can tell because I have like pretty bright lights right now, but my makeup isn't really like sitting well because my skin is just so like flaky and dry and gross, and I don't know, I never had to deal with this issue, so I'm like, what the heck is happening? But yeah, apparently that's caused by pregnancy too, so hopefully it like starts to clear up. It was a lot worse, but I've been really like diligent about moisturizing, so I think that really helped. Which, by the way, I think I should make like a separate video on like my first trimester must-haves, because I've actually like switched up my routine a lot. Yeah. Anyways, okay, next is getting thicker hair, which is like weird because it's not only on my head. Like guys, my freaking stomach, I feel like oh my god, I almost said a holy mammal. What the frick is that called? A woolly mammoth? I'm gonna Google it. Woolly mammoth. How the frick do you say this?
Woolly mammoth.
Woolly mammoth. Okay, woolly mammoth. I literally feel like that because my hair, my stomach is like covered in like hair and it's like thick and black, and I don't want to shave it because then it's literally gonna grow back in 0.25 seconds. My legs are like not okay right now. It's like literally cacti because it's just so prickly, and I don't want to shave it because it literally grows back in 2 seconds. So you know what, just no shave November is what's happening. But on the positive hand, okay, so have you guys heard of like the ring test? I don't know why I'm asking you as if you can like respond to me right now, but basically you like put your wedding ring on a strand of your hair and like you see like which way it like spins or like, I don't know, dangles, pendulum moves, and then that's supposed to predict the gender. But when I like pulled out a piece of my hair, you can see like where I like got pregnant because it was like thin and then it got like thicker. It was the weirdest thing ever. It had like a very distinct mark and my hair just feels like thicker and like strong. That still hurts but my hair just feels like thicker and like stronger, and it's really great, except when it's like on my freaking arms. I don't know, can you tell it's like not okay? Like who is she? Okay, my arms are really pale because I don't go outside. Okay, another really annoying thing is my like pudgy like muffin top. Yeah, she's growing strong and mighty, and it's the most annoying thing ever because I mean, I guess I could work out, but like I'm not gonna. Normally when I get dressed, I realize I wear a lot of like high-waisted things and it kind of just like cinches it in right there, but I can't really do that anymore because one, if I wear tight things around my stomach, even though I don't really have like too much of like a bump yet, I mean, I'll insert a photo, I definitely like, she has something, because this really surprised me actually. I took this picture today, well, showed it, and I was not expecting to see that. So yeah, anyways, getting back on topic, I can't really wear like high-waisted things that like suck it in right there because one, that would just look really ugly, and two, that would be so uncomfortable. So I don't know how I'm gonna dress from now on, because if I wear like high-waisted things like over the bump, oh my god, sorry, I thought I heard an intruder in my house. If I wear things like over my stomach, like a, what is it called, like a pencil skirt or something, then I feel like it's gonna have like the bumps on the side. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I need to order like some maternity like shorts or something to like kind of smooth things over, because like that's not okay. Another pleasant symptom is bleeding gums or just like irritated gums, which thank God for me, it only happens if I like floss really hard, which I do brush and floss pretty aggressively, so like maybe I should cool it on that. But my friend who is also pregnant, her gums just like randomly bleed like out of nowhere, which that would freak me out if that happened to me. So T God that doesn't, but it could. Don't get pregnant or you'll die. And then another pleasant thing is stretch marks, which, okay, yeah, the obvious areas, like my thighs already has stretch marks because I have like horse thighs, but like my boobs, you guys, has like stretch marks all over like the top and the sides, and it's like dark, so it's like concerning. And then like WTF, but I have like 2 stretch marks on my armpits, which that makes no sense to me. The most annoying thing ever, okay, I literally say that about every single topic, but a really annoying thing is like tingling arms and legs. Randomly my limbs will just go dead. Like, you know that feeling where it's like tingling and then you have to like shake it off? Like it's the most annoying thing ever. Also annoying thing is I like start to gag if I talk too much. It's like my throat is like irritated. Coffee is probably the worst choice to like soothe an irritated throat, but I don't make good choices. Second to last is I literally get sore from anything, and it's the saddest thing ever because I used to lift so heavy, and now I know if I went to the gym, like I honestly don't know if I could squat like 10 or 20 pounds. It's really sad. Last but not least, I have just like this general weird feeling in my stomach. Like, not like metaphorically, like literally, it's like a weird feeling. I don't know why. I just never thought about what it would be like to be pregnant. Like, besides the side effects, besides, you know, all that. And besides kicking, like what does it actually feel like? Especially when I'm just like laying down and like not moving and just like, you know, thinking about it. I can feel stuff happening in there. It is the weirdest thing ever because it doesn't exactly hurt, but it's not comfortable either. I mean, I guess that's what discomfort is. If you are like a second or third or fourth time mom, then you're more likely to feel things earlier and like show earlier and blah, blah, blah. So I don't know why, but I started feeling the baby move at like 10 weeks, which I know, like before you bitch me out, Sally, like I know it's a baby because even on my ultrasounds, my baby's like really active, and it's not like I feel kicks or anything. I just feel like little, like, I don't know, like it literally feels like a goldfish in my stomach or something. I know it's a really weird thing to say, but like it's the most accurate way I can describe it. Okay guys, I'm completely out of breath, and that is the end of my list. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give this video a like so I know what kind of content you guys like to see, and subscribe to my channel for more pregnancy related videos, non-pregnancy related videos. I also do makeup and rant about life and eat good food, and yeah, and follow me on Instagram if you want to. I'm trying to step up my game because like literally my feed was so ugly, so I'm trying to fix it. And now that I'm actually like getting into my second trimester and I'm actually like a human being again and not just like a potato, I'm really excited to actually create cool stuff. So I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. And okay, yeah, okay, bye guys.